What's going on? This is GameWithSki, and this is episode 40 of my Minecraft Dungeons walkthrough, and I'm gonna go over a build. The next 10 episodes I have, they're gonna be all builds that I came up with, and this one is the first one, and I believe it's the best build for walking through the game. Getting through the game, and that is the rolling build. So let's go ahead and take a look. I'll show you the items that I have first, and then I'll run through a level, and then I'm gonna go through. I made a spreadsheet and show you what I believe to be like the best in slot gears. So let's go through the build. For the weapon, the first thing I have is my main weapon is Dynamo. Now, this is the rolling build, so everything you want has to do kind of with rolling. I do not have the best gear in slot right now. Other weapons that would be good, well, so anyways, so you want Dynamo on your weapon, because Dynamo does really big damage after you charge up a bunch of rolls, and that's what we're going to be doing, is rolling. Void Strike is another one. This is more for bosses. I use this weapon, but another really great weapon would be this right here, Anima Conduit. Okay, so here we'll get life. We will continue to absorb life as we are rolling through the level, destroying everything. We'll just continue to heal up to max life. I think the best weapon would be an Eternal Knife with Anima Conduit, Dynamo, and something else. We'll see in the sheet, but this is all I have for now, is this one and this Eternal Knife I use for meleeing. The armor. This is probably the most important piece of the gear, one of the most, and I really like Electrified because, as you can see, it deals massive damage. Now, what's the best armor to have, type of armor to have? I think it's Shadow Walker. Let me see if you can get my mouse in here, but you can see where we have brief invulnerability when rolling. That is going to be massive when we get to the later stages. And not only that, it has 50% faster roll. I'm not sure if that applies with the feather. It probably does not. And then we have damage reduction, okay? What we want is Electrify on here, because look at that damage, okay? 184,000 damage. Now we can combine that with Lightning Focus, and we get another 75% damage. So let's just say at least 284,000, 300,000 damage per roll. And then I'm kind of between Protection and Snowball. I'll probably just go for Protection because it's powerful, but Snowball is really good too. Now, Shadow Walker I think is best in slot. Best in slot for the third slot, I think, would be multi-roll, because if we were able to get a multi-roll, I think we would be able to just go down to maybe 1 feather, possibly even 0 feathers, depending on the build. So that's something to keep in mind. The bow. Now, I have used this Love Spell bow. It's very, very weak in the damage. You can see it's only got 90,000 damage. This has 128,000. But, burst bowstring. We do that because this is the rolling build, okay? So every time we roll, we are attacking. And we are attacking lots of mobs. We have chain reaction and cooldown shot. Now, why is cooldown shot super important? This is the second most important piece of the build. It's because you get the artifact cooldown. So the more enemies that are hit with this cooldown, the more you can use your artifacts. And this build is kind of based off of using those artifacts. Mainly the feather and some other high damage output artifacts. The love spell bow is kind of crappy, but it does have a lot of ammo. So you will not run out of arrows, which is really nice for the bow. The best in slot bow would probably be like a trick bow. Whatever the unique trick bow is, we'll see that in a minute after I'm done with the level. What else would be a better enchantments? Well, burst bowstring, obviously, cooldown shot. I think the power bow might be really good if we can get an infinity. Because the power bow does just massive damage. I think the power bow would be really good. Now, the only problem that comes in with the power bow is the deflect mobs. And if you get hit by your own arrows, it really hurts. But I think the trick bow is number one, and then maybe a good strong like long bow or something. But the trick bow is number one. I forgot to say the trick bow because it gets that automatic deflect, and you want to hit a lot of mobs to refresh your cooldown extremely fast. Artifacts. Oh, what's other armor that would be good to use? The stalwart type of armor is really good for damage reduction and damage negation. Yes, you get longer roll cooldown, but you could use all feathers. Okay? With the stalwart armor. And you don't have to use your roll much. Anyways. If I had to choose only one enchantment, it would be like you could use this build is great because you can get by with only having one enchantment for each piece of gear. So the one enchantment you can get by with this is Dynamo. You don't even actually need a weapon, honestly. You don't really need a melee weapon at the beginning of the game. And the one enchantment you want is Electrified, followed by Lightning Focus, followed by anything else for this. So all you need is Electrified. And then for a bow, all you need is Burst Bowstring. And then the second would be Cooldown Shot. And third would be anything to spread that. Now, artifacts. I'm going to go with Feather. 2 feathers. And then if you don't have like the expansion, Thundering Bows are really good. Thundering Arrows and Fireworks are really good. If you don't have Infinity, you probably want to go with like a Quiver. If you have Infinity, you could probably run double Fireworks. Possibly even triple Fireworks if you have... You could run triple Fireworks if you have like multi-roll right here. If you have multi-roll, you can run triple Fireworks. That might be something, if I find one, I don't know. But let's do a level now, and I'll show you how we play level. We're going to do Fiery Forge, because Fiery Forge has a little bit of everything. You can kind of get a feel for how we play. And we're just going to go up here. We're going to charge our arrows, and we're just going to go back and forth using those feathers. You can see the feathers are automatically recharging as we're going. And we have some deflect here. Now what's saving us from this deflect is our invulnerability while rolling. It actually saves us from the deflect. Okay, so didn't do too much damage. Now let's switch things up with add a Fireworks. We're gonna roll a little less. And we're gonna roll right off a cliff too. Woo, and that's where the dynamo comes in handy. All right, I made a spreadsheet here. I'll put a link in the description to this spreadsheet. This has got all my builds on it. And this is the rolling build. I hope you can read this. So for weapon, the best in slot type of weapon, you could use any weapon for the rolling build, but the best in slot would be Eternal Knife, Soul Knife, because you get the 2 souls for every enemy killed. And what do I think would be the best enchantments for it? This is just for running through the level. Which is Anima Conduit. That's to keep your HP topped off. And 2 lootings. And why the lootings? Well, those would drop arrows. They would drop food. It drops all sorts of things. Everything you need, the looting will drop to get you healed up, to give you more arrows. So hopefully you don't have to try to get arrows. An item to keep on swap would be Dynamo for either deflect mobs and for like bosses and stuff. It's good to keep a Dynamo. Dynamo weapon just swap to. Other notable enchantments, you can get emeralds really fast if you have Prospector, triple Prospector on your weapon. Since you don't use your weapon while you're rolling through, you could just use that Prospector. Void Strike works good on melee. Weakening, Chilling, Radiance. Also use Soul Scythe. For armor, Shadow Walker Oscillate armor, I believe, is the best in slot. You get faster roll and invincible while rolling. That is huge, especially for deflect mobs. You could be right next to the deflect mob and just rolling right next to him, and the arrows will be bouncing off you, doing absolutely no damage. So that's why the Oscillate armor is the best. If you didn't have that, you have to try to swap to something that can, like a melee armor or something where you can tank the deflect mobs or just run past them. So one or the other. You either have to run past them or tank them if you don't have that Shadow Walker. Luckily, I just got the Shadow Walker, but I went through the whole game so far without the Shadow Walker. I literally just found it. So you could still do it without the Shadow Walker. You just have to have another armor on swap. Enchantments. All you need is Electrified to get started. Just Electrify. It just does massive, massive damage. So Electrify works right when you land that roll, and that's where Electrify is based off of. And Burst Bowstring is based off of when you start the roll. So you kind of want to be at like a midpoint and landing your rolls kind of near mobs, but out of their melee range. That's how that works. Lightning Focus will directly increase that electricity damage. And then I think multi-roll would be the best. Possibly even cooldown. So somewhere between multi-roll, I think I put noteworthy enchantments here is cooldown to reduce artifact cooldown times. That might be just as good as multi-roll. I don't know. I think multi-roll would probably be better because then you can use a very powerful bow, I think. I don't know. Cooldown would be good if you go like fireworks, and multi-roll would be good if you go other stuff, I guess. I guess it could be either or, cooldown or multi-roll. Summon bee would be neat, because those are good for creepers. You'll summon a bee every time you roll, and then the creepers will go after the bee. Potion barrier, as always, is just one of the best, and then protection. Bow. I think the Green Menace or Pink Scoundrel Trick Bow are the best. You want it to trigger your artifact cooldown on the bow. Another noteworthy is Elite Power Bow. You could deal really massive damage. The only problem is you're kind of fighting with arrows, so all you have to do is keep a quiver of arrows. Winter's Touch Snow Bow would be nice. You can slow enemies down. And then Twin Bow, because it's got built-in bonus shot for artifact cooldown. Enchantments. Now, all you need is Burst Bowstring. It could work with just burst bowstring. All you need. But cooldown shot helps. And then infinity would really, really help if you had like an elite power bow. Then you can really... you could probably use fireworks. You could go 1 feather, 2 fireworks. And if you have multi-roll, you might even be able to go 3 fireworks. Noteworthy enchantments: chain reaction, multi-shot, pierce, void strike, levitate works well, shock web works good. You could go with the whole lightning theme and do additional shock damage. And then I got bonus shot on there. Artifacts, we got feather, fireworks. That's what I put originally. I think I do like the lightning quiver better, lightning arrows better than the fireworks. The fireworks does do really big damage, but it's one and done. I was doing 2 fireworks for a while, but I think I feel with the new Ocelot armor, where I have invincibility while rolling, it's probably better to have 2 feathers. You want to roll a little more. If you have like the stalwart armor, if you're going with like a stalwart armor where you got potion barrier, damage reduction, and chance to negate hits, probably just go with 1 feather and 2 fireworks, because you don't have to roll. You can tank a little more. You don't have to roll as much. And then obviously if you don't have cooldown shot, you'll just go 3 feathers. No big deal. And that is the build. Please let me know how you like that. If this video helps you, please help me by liking and subscribing. I stop. Because before I do my next build, I have to do a couple more runs to get do like 6 of these items. I gotta do like 6 runs each build, and I'm doing this because I'm still looking for a better weapon for some of my builds. Back and forth. Level up. Fiery forge runs, that is a lot. I might not have to do... Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want. I want the elite power bows. If I find what I'm looking for, I have to do these. I think I'm gonna throw a fireworks on instead of the lightning. 'Cause lightning, 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 lig Finding a lot of these chests. Oh, kid. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Armor? Nothing. It's coming. Yeah, kill him. Oh my gosh, I'm already at last chance. Alright, I gotta go two feathers now. Because that's obviously... I'm just not able to roll enough. Artifact cooldown. You need another artifact cooldown. Here, we definitely have to have the map up. Wow. 2. Yep. A nice chest there. Oh gosh. Another thingy here. And another one over here. Get this one started too. Overkill. Vaporize that guy. Ooh. Goody. Oh, yes. Lucky Explorer worked on its magic on that one. Guys, get closer. Kinda cutting it close here in this one. Oh. Deflect. Oh. Ooh, a bit bad. I don't know what the skeleton horsemen even do. They just stand around. They look scary, but they don't really do anything. Villager. Haha. Okay. I'll do all these and then I'll kill all the guys and then swap my armor once. I think I got them all. Some good drops here. Ooh, yep, that's one. Floating crossbow, not the best. The armor. More. A lot of chests right there. A lot of items. Find a lot. Okay. And we're gonna go with some damage here. Actually, we can't die. We don't want to die. We're actually gonna not do the... Put a feather there. Go with the gong. Right there. Our gravity hammer. Go with the feathers now. Oops. Oh. Okay. Feathers. we exit the level, let's go to our highest level stuff. I think I had a up to 12. The highest. Ranged highest 12. Armor highest 9. 212. 213. Artifacts, sweet. Oops, I root higher than that. $14, yeah. Oh, they're all 215.
The fiery forge is destroyed. The war machines of the Illagers have been smashed.
Let's buy some. Oh, 6 corrupted beacon. We might be able to use this boss buster. Scoundrel. Have cooldown shot. Knock once. We got an eternal knife. Not exactly the damage. Okay, I gotta do one more. Fiery Forge again. Let's see what our gear power level. here. Where? Second link. Yeah, it's. I guess 2 feathers is better. Get form. Ooh, there it is. Like that. And we got an infinity. And something. I mean, that, but. Maybe crit isn't so good because you don't hit very often. I think multi-shot or multi-shot or a bonus. The more mobs that are next to each other, just the more damage. Still does. Feels like, oh, that's why I don't have the red armor on. Feels like I'm not doing enough damage. Crazy how much damage the electrified really does. Look at that. We can do the threat banner. This one. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm high level. I can do it. Build is. I don't think I'll increase the threat anymore. Because you get renegade armor. Fight each other. Oh man, that didn't even kill him. And we're not going to go down that. We're trying to just level now. We have a pretty high threat. But if there's chests down there. We have... Here? Gotta be a little more cautious. Yep, here's a nice chest. Nice. Right? Next. Something good here. Yes! And a 210. Higher than. Nice. Oh, knocked me off. health ain't even going down. Oh, it's so weak. There we go. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Another one. Just gonna leave it. No use. There's no chest there. No chest. Look at the chest. Almost ready to hit him with oh, they got thorns. Good thing I didn't kill me. Died by a normal mob. Definitely getting more difficult. Crit increase. Oh. Yes. Up here. Gotta wait for that potion. Only thing about doing a harder difficulty. You gotta be a lot more patient. Almost not worth it. Change things up a little bit. Probably go there, maybe? No? Thorns. Gosh, I thought that guy was gonna kill me. Like, really? This guy? One guy. Oh. Okay, I shouldn't have used that. Fire trail burning again. Like. Wow, they just appeared. Fire on me? Oh! Dang it. That stuff does a lot of damage. Yeah, a lot of damage. The chests, here's. Here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no chests. Had like a ton the last game. Figures, when I do the higher difficulty, I don't get no chests. Deflect. Ooh. Totems. Here. Potion. Potion, alright, I'm safe now. Safe. Oh. Oh, the gravity worked because he was on my side. Glad I did that wasn't a redstone golem. Next is Song of Weakening and Strike. Oh, good. Need more all feathers. All feathers. Actually, it almost is like all do a lot more damage anyways. Oh! Killed myself with that. I'm just gonna stick with the all feathers. Oh no, game over! Oh, I died! Dang it. Well, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I'm just gonna do the easy, because I'm gonna get through the level so I can get my items out of the... Yeah, we need at least one lightning. So much damage when they're hooked up like that. Ooh, thorns. Do one. So we can get that item. And we got 3 items here. So now it's like level Apocalypse 18. Fine. And we still get the extra item at the end. I'm not trying to get higher right now. Doing runs for the build. Man, that's huge damage when they that lightning quiver. I guess it would be huge with the fireworks arrow too. Wow, I'm surprised that didn't kill him. That was getting a potion like that, a strength potion. Is it? Yep. Might have to get more coffee. Oh, I can't believe I went through that whole last run and died. Close to a boss. The risk is going. Way easier. After doing that other one, it's like so easy. Got spike. There. Can you? All right. And we will put that on with, along with. Well. Bow. I think we have a high level armor. 10. Well. Oh, no, the armor is going with that. For our artifacts. We're probably at 15. 14. We have another 215.
The fiery forge
And let's
is
see what we
destroyed.
get here.
The war machines of the Illagers have been smashed.
I gotta just do one more. $12 and a 2. Oh man, just the normal great hammer. $208 to $213. See what we have here. We have the Winter's Touch. This is really good for burst bowstring, but it doesn't have burst bowstring. The most important one. I have a 207. Here's a burst bowstring, bubble damage. Deals your target in a bubble on a charged shot. It's actually pretty good. Too bad it wasn't a unique version, but I think I'm gonna get this one because I think that's a good for the levitation build that I have. Negate damage and artifact damage. Consumable. The Fortune Spear is pretty good. Hands. Good too. That's a pretty good sword there. Infinity. Okay, so we got our items. Mystery armor, phantom, and purple storm. I think I have to I'm gonna figure out what items I'm gonna put in there, and let's look at these items here. Get rid of a bunch of stuff. Oh, a 214. That's a new high. I actually wasn't paying attention to that. Not keeping any rares, actually. Don't want any rares. Don't need them. Do have an animacon. Here's another hammer of gravity that we found a couple of them. Weakening, void strike. You kind of want. That will be useful. This one, whirling crit, sharpen it. Probably sharpness one actually. Crit, the only true. Fun one. And then we have another void strike. Rampaging. Ooh, man. I think rampaging very good for a slow.